Alright guys, so today I want to discuss a breed of chickens, one of which we own ourselves. The breed that I want to speak about is Javas. Javas are a heritage breed. They are known to be the second breed of chickens that we know of. Dominique was the first breed. And so I just kind of want to go over what research I have done on them, and then just some basic knowledge of them, and then our experience with them. So my friend Tamara, she got them specifically because they were a heritage breed and dual purpose. And she got her first set from a hatchery, and her second set that we actually just hatched a couple of months ago, probably about 4 months ago, those are show quality, because her first set really wasn't show quality, and she's trying to get show quality of them. All right guys, so let's just go over some useful information for some of you that don't know. The Javas go back to at least in the 1800s. And today they are considered endangered, or I'm pretty sure they're considered endangered. They were going extinct because there wasn't enough people that were breeding them. And so now breeders are trying to bring up those numbers so they're not considered endangered. Now, the Javas themselves were one of the first breeds to essentially create the broilers that we know now. They also helped create Rhode Island Reds. The Javas come in four different variants of color. You have white, which is rare, black, and mottled, and auburn. The white is due to a recessive trait, and some of them carry it and some don't. The black, I personally haven't seen it. We have mottled. That's what ours are. They're mottled. And then the auburn, I don't think is considered show quality. I was reading something about it not being considered show quality. So let's talk about temperament. Javas actually are more than just dual purpose. Of course, they provide very good meat. They also produce eggs, as all chickens do. But Java as a breed is actually a very docile breed. They are known to be friendly with their humans, and they're great with the chickens within their flock. Our personal experience, these ladies, they know who we are, they know the food, they know the snacks, and they do consider us a rooster and a part of their flock. But we've had issues with our Javas not liking non-Javas. That could be because the first batch of Javas she got were from a hatchery, versus the second batch that she got was from a breeder, directly from a breeder that was doing show quality. That also basing off of temperament. So they are very loving. And in our experience, we have a pretty good relationship with them. We have never had any issues with roosters. Now, of course, with any rooster, you're going to have some forms of temperament. When it comes to them hitting teenage years and them getting out of that and fully becoming adults, there's still some temperament. But compared to other roosters that I've seen or personally been around, these guys really don't do anything. They'll do what they have to do to protect their flock, of course, but they're not going out of their way to chase us down the road. That's just not happening with them. They're very well tempered. All right, so let's talk a little bit about dual purpose. So when someone says that, you know, they're getting a specific breed for it to be dual purpose, that simply means that they have more than one purpose. It honestly may seem stupid to have to explain that, but there are a lot of people out there that don't understand what that means. So for this breed, they are dual purpose. So their meat is good. It was actually prized at one point. They were prized for their meat quality. So they are known to be meat bird, which hence why we use their DNA to get our broilers we use today. And then they are pretty good layers, laying about 3 to 4 eggs a week, and that averaging to 150 to 180 eggs a year, which is really good. They lay large brown eggs. Now it is a light brown, so it's not as dark as, like, you know, some of your Morans that lay really dark chocolate eggs. So this is a very light brown, almost tan. I would actually show you some eggs, but our girls right now are not laying. Which brings me to my next thing. Temperament when it comes to temperatures. So Javas are considered cold hardy. They are one of the only breeds. There's only a couple breeds that fully lay through the winter, or should lay through the winter. They also do pretty good in summer, but most people focus on winter. Are they going to be able to make it through the winter? And for us, that matters because we are in central Iowa. You know, it gets cold here. We're up in the higher northern states, or higher up in the northern states, okay? There's obviously states above us that get a lot colder than what we get, you know, but we do get -0 temperatures. So cold hardiness definitely matters. They have dense feathering, which helps them through the winter. The only issue that makes them not like the perfect cold breed would be the males. They usually get really large combs, and because their combs are so large, they are more susceptible to frostbite. So that's just something to watch out for. And there's plenty of things that you can do to help protect against that. So we went over egg laying and how many eggs they lay. You know, to a lot of people that matters. They lay or start laying about 6 to 7 months old. And right along with egg laying, you have, are they going to be good mothers? Are they going to be, you know, more broody than other breeds? In this situation, they are. Javas are extremely good mothers, and they go broody a lot. As you have seen in other videos, we always have a Java girl being broody. Always. And I only get concerned, you know, we let them be broody during spring and summer and fall. I only get concerned when it comes to winter because I want to make sure that they're eating and drinking as much as they need to be able to fight off the cold. So that's why I get concerned. But if you ever want a breed that is going to be good for raising chicks, where you don't need an incubator, you don't need to buy all this extra equipment to have chickens, Javas are definitely one of them. Another good breed is Silkies. Silkies are amazing mothers. You know, they all say, if you want something to hatch eggs and you don't want to buy an incubator, buy a Silkie. Javas are the same thing. They are really, really good mothers. All right. Another thing is Javas are actually pretty good at protecting themselves against predators. The roosters are very, very good at keeping their girls in line, keeping them protected, which that definitely matters if you're in an area where there's higher amounts of predators. We don't have to deal with that a whole lot because we are in city limits. So there's not as much predators here. But to chickens, even squirrels are considered predators, which we do have squirrels running around. So they do a very good job at protecting their flock from anything that they consider a danger. Size. Javas range anywhere from 6.5 to 8 pounds. So they are considered a large breed. You know, they're not the size of bantams. The roosters, like most things, you know, they are bigger. Our 2 roosters that we currently have in here right now, they're not even full grown, and they are huge and tower over their girls. Foraging. Certain breeds are better at foraging, which foraging can be beneficial on your feed cost, you know, if you free range. Javas are exceptional foragers. Our girls, of course, are in pens or in a run. So they don't have free range, but you will catch them out here foraging for any bugs. You know, they help keep pests down, at least in this area, because they can't do our whole yard. Excellent foragers. Now, talking about them being penned up, they are excellent free rangers. So if free ranging is something that you want, this breed will definitely fit in that. We would love to free range, but we can't. So when we look at breeds and what chickens we're bringing into the situation right now, we have to look at breeds that are going to be good in confinement. And even if you free range, you know, in the winter and you're about to get a blizzard, you have to be able to confine your birds, you know, to keep them protected. So this breed does amazing in confinement. Our Javas have the biggest run and they love it. Now, we have had a lot of escapees. That happens because they want to free range. You know, the chicken runs are right next to our garden. They see those beautiful colored tomatoes and they want to run for them. Can you blame them? I can't. So guys, I hope that this was helpful and informational. I just, you know, walked into this. There was some research that I had to do myself that I just didn't know about them. But they are a very intriguing breed, and overall, in my opinion, they're a good breed to have in any situation, whether it's just as a pet or if it is for homesteading or even showing. They are really good birds. So thank you for sitting out with us. I am sure they're really excited to have their scratch now because I brought some scratch out and they seen that when I was coming out to do this video. And if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. Thank you guys. So speaking of broodiness, this is our girl that is broody right now. I removed their nest boxes last night because no one's laying right now. And I just didn't put them back in the morning because they also like to poop in them at night because they try to roost on them. Well, I forgot to put them back this morning. And this girl, everyone's out and about, she is too, in her local nesting box. So, signs of broody. She is going to give you the broody talk, and she is also going to fluff up on you. These guys are docile enough where they don't attack. You know, there's been a few girls that have pecked, but oh, and there she goes. This is one of those girls. But we have plenty of other girls that don't ever peck at all. You know, we're allowed to touch chicks and everything else. And they are okay. She is not. She is very upset.